Hey there, casual moviegoers, casual movie guys back here. Today I'm talking about Paper Towns, which is a new teen drama, coming of age, romance, comedy. I don't know what it's called because it fits into a lot of different genres. But yeah, Paper Towns. Let's review it right now. So yeah, Paper Towns is a story of Q, Quentin, his real name is, but his friends call him Q. Anyway, he's a by-the-numbers kind of kid. He gets straight A's, he never misses school, and he's kind of a boring guy. And then you have his next-door neighbor, Margot Roth-Spiegelman, played by Cara Delevingne, who I think is a beautiful, beautiful actress. I would marry that girl. I think she's gorgeous. Anyway, back to this movie. Anyway, when they were younger, she moved into the house next door, and they became very close friends. They even stumbled on a dead body from a man who committed suicide, which is pretty intense stuff, especially when you're like 8. Yeah, they started out with a bang there. Anyway, as time goes on, they kind of grow apart, as in their different personalities don't really match up well. She's kind of the popular kid at school, and he's not so much. Anyway, one night she sneaks into his bedroom, and she needs to do a revenge plot, and she needs a getaway driver and a car, so she calls on Q. So he agrees once he finds out that her boyfriend is cheated on her, and that's why she's doing this, and she's beautiful, so why wouldn't you want to go on an adventure with a beautiful girl like that? Anyway, they go on this little adventure, they do a bunch of this crazy stuff one night, and then the next day he's really excited to go to school because he thinks maybe things have changed, but they haven't, and she doesn't show up for school, and the next few days happen, she doesn't show up for school, and he figures out that she has left. Sad story. But that's just where our film begins. And from there on, I was a little bored with the movie. I really liked the whole revenge plot thing going on. It was interesting and it was compelling, and I liked the relationship that the two had. They had a lot of on-screen chemistry, and that was really cool to watch. But after that whole night, it was a little boring for a little bit until you find yourself in a road trip movie. And this film kind of does a 180. When it starts out, it's kind of this romance movie, and then it flips into a comedy road trip movie, and I really liked that, and it handled it really well. Neither of the aspects of the film really topped each other, and they kind of just blended together really well, and I enjoyed that aspect. Another bright spot in this film is the camaraderie between the three friends, Ben, Q, and Radar. They're like these three lifelong best friends, and they just have been doing... And they just really worked well together. Their on-screen relationship with each other was really well done. It was very realistic, too. It wasn't like, oh, they're best friends and they don't fight. There were some times in this movie where they had conflict and they fought a little bit, and I like to see that because it's realistic. Friends do fight, and this film realizes that, and it conveys that on the screen, and that was cool to watch. The jokes between the three were also really well done. They kind of bounced off each other, and that was really funny to watch. Some of the scenes in particular, I was really laughing hard, and that's something to be said, because one thing I saw when I saw this trailer, I was not expecting to go in this movie and laugh that much, and I was pleasantly surprised because it's actually a pretty funny movie. Other than that, I really liked the theme that this film conveys, and it's the fact that you can't always go to bed early at night. Sometimes you gotta go out and you gotta do stuff. You can't always just expect life to go perfectly. You gotta change things up. You gotta do some interesting stuff, and you gotta create memories. And this film conveys that message perfectly without beating you over the head with it or shoving it down your throat. It lets it happen naturally, which I think is a huge departure from this film, from The Fault in Our Stars, because The Fault in Our Stars told you how to feel. It wanted you to cry. It wanted you to feel upset, and that's, you know, that's fine. But in this movie, it happens much more naturally. It shows you the scenes, the actors do their acting, the writers write what they're supposed to say, and then you have the scenes, and it lets you interpret it the way you want to interpret it. It doesn't tell you how to feel, it just lets you feel how you want to feel, and that's what I really, really enjoyed about this movie. It didn't try too hard to get anything. Whether you like the ending or you hate the ending, whether you like some of the scenes in the movie, they let you decide that. Fault in Our Stars just tried a little too hard to get the tears, like I said, and I didn't like that, but I liked this movie a lot more. Now, other than that, as far as negatives go, the film's a wee bit too long, and as I said earlier, the middle portion of this film, like the beginning middle, is a little off. I like the whole night scene with him and Margot, but after that, it gets a little dull for a little bit, and then you're not as invested in the story, but once they go on this cool road trip, then the story picks up a lot more, and from there on out, I was really interested in the movie. I also really loved the way this movie ended. It was very good in my opinion, and I really like that they switched things up a little bit, and I really like that. I'm not going to spoil it, see it for yourself, but yeah, I'm the Casual Movie Guy. If you want to hear more from me, you should definitely hit that subscribe button. Oh, I forgot the score. Yeah, I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 11. Did not expect to like it more than Southpaw, but I did. Yeah, call me what you want. It's just straight up truth. But yeah, nothing else I'm going to say. I'm out.